HIV is the virus that causes AIDS. It's the causative agent. And someone can be infected with HIV and have the period between the time you get infected till you have symptoms of the disease is the incubation period. They talked about that in the movie. Chickenpox is a good example. You're exposed to chickenpox, 3 weeks later you break out with a rash. That's the incubation period. With HIV, it happens to be years long. So AIDS is the syndrome of illnesses that are a manifestation of or result of that HIV virus infection.
In general, what the doctors will tell us is AIDS is a diagnosis you get from them. HIV, like she said, is the virus. There's a couple of numbers that people who have HIV really watch carefully. One is the CD4 count, which is the immune system. So you want that. For someone healthy, it may be anywhere from 1,100 to 1,800. For someone who has HIV, it can be very low. I mean, we have clients who come in, have been infected for a while, or who have not taken their medication, and their CD4 count might be 20, which means they basically have no immune system. The other number that's important is their viral load, which is how much virus is in the blood. And if they've had any opportunistic infections, such as the cancer they talked about, the pneumonia they talked about. So if anyone, there's some controversy in the medical community between saying, does someone have HIV or do they have AIDS? If your CD4 count is below 200 or you have any kind of opportunistic infection, you are technically infected with AIDS instead of HIV positive. But for some doctors, they don't like that difference. So they will always say HIV, or some doctors will always say AIDS. But that is, in general, the scientific difference where they draw the line. There again, some of the doctors, there's some controversy on that. Some say once you've been below 200, once you have had an opportunistic infection, you will always have AIDS, not be considered HIV positive. But we have a lot of people who may have a CD4 count of 20 or 40, and they will build it back up to above 200, or their viral level will drop because of the medications, or they don't have another opportunistic infection. So if they take the medications correctly every single day the way they're supposed to, those numbers can, get into they can get them into a better place. And they can, we have people who have lived for years and years. We've got some people who have been, who have had HIV since the beginning of the epidemic. Now, is their quality of life 100%? No, but a lot of people can live really good lives if they take care of themselves.